welcome back to Shiny Bright Doggo. My name is Laura.
And I'm Janine.
And today we are at an estate sale. It's a rainy day out. We're at an estate sale with my mom, so she's going to come join us in the hunt. There she is. Follow her at Holly Jolly Pickers. She has amazing stuff. So we're going to go in and see what we can find. It's a big sale, guys. I think it's going to be a really good one, but we have some tough competition out there. We're numbers 15, 16, and 17. We got up at, like, you guys saw, like 5 in the morning, so hopefully the trip was worth it and we find some good stuff. And just wanted to let you guys know, because there's so much competition, I'm gonna need both hands. I'm gonna need to be on my A game, so I'm not gonna be able to record right away, but I will of course try to capture as much as I can, show you guys the house and what's in it.
That's the one thing I knew was not all. Yeah, I had bought it.
Janine, will you take the box? I can't carry that.
Doing okay.
Thank you.
Yep, that's right.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. We're the pure part. Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right.
Yeah.
Are you going to continue or? But there's like 5 times the amount of space. This is like the other stuff. The other stuff is upstairs.
Second, 5. Right. Done by Colin. Well, that's for her to do.
Wow, those boxes are going rotten.
Yeah, no, I took this from inside the thing.
Okay, good.
So that was
What is that?
this looks like some sort of signature two-piece leather.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
City and so forth.
Yeah, they would have had them.
Yeah, my mom had tons of them when I was a kid. Probably still have them.
Maybe.
What's going on?
Look at his pile, Red.
This is, I mean, it's amazing shape too. Like everything is like neat and clean, and I could tell. That's what I used to say. Yeah, well,
We do go to Long Beach. No, but it's got to go away. Remember we went to East
Junior might come up here.
Well,
This holds Christmas cards. It's really cute.
Oh, I saw that.
I don't know what he does. Doorknob? Maybe? He's cute.
Wow.
It's amazing.
What?
Yeah. Who thought this was a good idea?
Ah,
On Valentine's.
scary.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a little bit more.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, it is. We have this little inside joke on it. Every old
Guys, that was a fun sale. That was a lot of digging. It's very hot in there.
so hot.
But let me show you guys. So we got this little corner over here. This is all my mom's stuff, but we did really well. Can't wait to show you guys what we got. We've got some really good pieces. Hopefully the footage came out good. I'm really excited. Oh, she's actually in the back seat. Little Bambi. All right, let's close this up. All right, everyone, let's talk about that sale and some of the things that we found. When we walked in, we were numbers 15 and 16, and boy, oh boy, it was quite like a bloodbath. So here's some of the pictures of the things that were at the sale and we were expecting, but when we went into that basement, a lot of it was gone. Almost all of it was gone. But we were lucky enough to still have scored some amazing things, as you guys saw. This guy, oh my goodness. I'm so happy I found him. I was this close to buying him on eBay this season, and he was just laying there.
Such a good blow mold.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I found him at that estate sale. And as a reminder, we did spend $100 altogether, but this guy in himself is worth $50, so there's half of that money already. well spent. And guys, before we forget, we have some really exciting news. We are going to be having a live sale on Instagram on Saturday, November 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It works just like a YouTube sale. You just go on, and I'll show a clip right here, but at the very top of the screen, you'll see different usernames, and ours will have a little ring around it, which means we are going live. So at 8 o'clock on that Saturday, we're going to be live selling some of the amazing vintage Christmas things that we found over the last few months. So make sure to follow us on Instagram so you can see more details about the sale. We'll also be posting pictures of what will be available on that night. She is just the sweetest. I'm so excited. I got her. I wasn't able to film, but in one of the living rooms, there was where you would pay. There was a bunch of stuffed animals behind the counter, and she was one of them. There were some like Russian looking dolls, but she actually has her original tag. She's an ideal animal. I've never seen her before. She's just the sweetest little deer. I love deer.
She's in a really good condition.
She's in fantastic condition. She has her little bow still. She's not a Russian. Russian have the rubber faces that are really collectible, sell for like over $1,000 sometimes. So she's not as desirable. And I've always wanted like a reindeer or a deer plush, so I snagged her, and she was $30, but you know, bundled together with everything else, she was a lot cheaper than that. So I just love her.
I didn't see her face.
Yeah, she has little button eyes and a nose. And we actually, when we were going through some of the papers that were in the home, we realized that the woman who lived there, her name was Marilee. So I think I'm gonna call her and name her Marilee in honor of her house and all the amazing things we found.
I love it.
She's so cute.
I found these two little angels. They are left in. They are on the bottom marked. You can see there. Made in Japan, left in month angels. This one is June and this one is December. These were also behind the counter area. And the counter is where they had a lot of like valuable things, gold and jewelry and stuff like that. And you'd have to ask to see anything in the case or behind the counter. So I had to ask to see these two. And when I saw they were left in, which is a more desirable brand, I asked if they could be put aside for me. And they were $25 together, which is a pretty good deal. And I think, Laura, you were a little surprised that I found these.
I know. I was surprised that they were behind the counter with like some of the other stuff. But great deal. I mean, she's probably worth, you know, 15 to 20 in herself, and the December one is definitely more desirable, being Christmas, and she's probably worth $20 to $30. So that was a great find. You guys saw I captured a lot of really amazing mid-century pieces of clothing, women's clothing. She had so much. I picked this up. I don't collect vintage clothing, but I couldn't leave this behind. It's so cool. Look at this very 70s kitchen apron. Look at those pockets. I'm in love. It has the original tag on it. It was never worn. You can see that tag right there. It is so cool. I don't know if I'll keep this or resell this, but I don't know. Something about it spoke to me and I had to grab it. Janine, you found some good things behind that counter while I was digging in the basement.
I did. I was really excited to find this. This was in the pictures. It was photographed. It was inside a little case, and I had to ask for them to take it out so I could see it. And first of all, I didn't even get to show this. This cover art for this box is
so
just
cool,
beautiful, and it's in really, really, really mint condition. And everyone who was working at the sale was telling me that. Be careful with the box. It's in great shape. You never find them with the box. So really excited about that. And then the actual toy inside, little Santa on his tricycle, is in great condition as well.
Look at him. Look at that paint. If you turn him towards me, look at that face. And he's made of celluloid.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably from the 40s, early 50s. Really cool and desirable.
I particularly love the detail on the wheels, which show little reindeer. And he's adorable. His paint is great. He's not rusty. I'm so happy to have found him. And he will be added to the collection right behind me.
Oh boy.
And this is just something that I am so happy to have found. I love the colors on this deer. She's so pretty.
So unique, guys. This deer is unlike any that I've ever found before. And I agree, Janine. She has such pretty colors. So this is a celluloid deer. You can tell because look, once you press her, like other parts of her start to move. She's really thin celluloid. And celluloid was a type of plastic, I want to say, like right before they came out with plastic as we know today. So it's very brittle. It's actually very flammable, which is why they switched it over to the plastics that we, you know, use every day now. But yeah, so this is a celluloid deer, and she's very collectible and sought after. I'm gonna take off her.
And I just want to quickly say you don't want to squeeze her too hard because the
Oh yeah, please don't.
celluloid is very
Fragile.
Fragile. Yeah.
It becomes more brittle over age. Sometimes I find ones that are really fragile and like literally like could break in your hands, and others that are a little bit more durable like this. Not sure why, but yeah, don't squeeze too hard.
Sometimes I like to think of them as eggshells. They're almost as fragile as an eggshell.
They are, and she was just like laying on a table. I was able to like squeeze in between two tables where nobody else was, and that's where I found like this guy and some of the other things I'm going to show you guys. But I'm going to take off her ribbon. So I took off her ribbon because she definitely didn't come like that. She probably was like hung from a tree or as a decor piece over the years, but this is how she originally came. She is so cool, and actually she recently sold on eBay for $20. So
Wow.
very collectible, more collectible than some of these. Do I have one? I think I actually took them down, but here's a little miniature one. You know, the little reindeers that we find that are a lot bigger than this. She's more collectible because she's more kitschy. She has more colors. I saw one that was all pink at like for $80 on eBay. So just a really cool piece. I might have to keep her just because I've never come across something like this. And she's just really cute. And she actually is marked made in Japan. Where? Right there.
Oh, there it is.
Guys, I found two little twinsies. These are knee huggers, L's Pixies. These are made in Japan, and they are really hot right now. One of these guys can sell for $10 all the way up to $30 on eBay now. They are really collectible, and these are actually, I think, Valentine ones. They're sitting on these little plush hearts, and they have little hearts on their outfits. They are so cute. I'm so excited to have found them.
They're really cute.
I think I may have found like one knee hugger at an estate sale. Never in the wild after that. So they're really cute. Not sure if I'm hanging on to them yet, but they are just adorable. And one thing to note for knee huggers that are new versus vintage, if they are old vintage ones, they are mostly entirely made out of felt. They have little plastic heads, and they usually have a made in Japan sticker on them. You also, if you research, you'll get familiar with the faces that they painted and sort of be able to tell vintage from new. Almost didn't grab this. I thought this is a newer die cut. This is probably from like the early 80s. You know, a little bit more common. I'm glad I picked it up because on eBay this is sold for like $50 to $60 recently, which just like is mind-boggling. Santa with his reindeer and his sleigh, such a classic, and the date is actually here in 1978. So don't sleep on, you know, newer die cuts that aren't like super old. They definitely have a resale value nowadays. Again, something that I almost didn't pick up because it had this greenery and the bow. It made me think that it was probably from the 70s, not as collectible. But then I took a better look at these bells, and they are just, the more I looked at them, the more I realized how gorgeous they are. They have that chunky glitter that we talk about, which helps date it. But look at these bulbs inside. They're definitely older, really cool. And the cord too is always a great indicator as to how old something is. I'm gonna plug this in and show you guys like how amazing it is.
It's so pretty.
These are just so pretty lit up, super vintage, you know, classic Christmas. And I'm so glad I grabbed them. Look at those bulbs inside. We may have found some amazing Christmas things, but monetarily, Janine took the cake today. Janine, tell us about these Pez.
Okay, so I'm not a Pez collector, but I knew that these were something special because I had learned about Pez with no feet on Antiques Roadshow many years ago, and I thought these might be special because they don't have like the feet on the bottom. Again, I'm sorry if you're a Pez collector and I don't quite know the terms about Pez right now, but yeah, so these don't have any feet, and I thought at first that they didn't have, like their heads were broken off because they were in a bag of stuff. And I put it in the box of things I was carrying around, and I completely forgot about them. I had intentions of looking through the box before we paid for everything and seeing if I wanted to keep the stuff in the little plastic bag. I'm glad that I didn't look through that bag because I don't know if I would have actually kept these Pez. These Pez are unique and they are special. They are marked with the patent number that helps us date these Pez to about 1952, and they are made in Austria. So these are very old Pez. They are,
If not the original, right? Like one of the very first.
I think one of the very first in the US, Not quite sure, but they are a lighter style. That's why they look kind of like a lighter, or actually just like a lighter, and they still work, just like crazy to me. And we did a little research online, and I would say that from what we saw, one of these could probably sell for about $100.
$100 to $150.
And together they could probably sell for about $200 to maybe $300.
That's insane. That's crazy.
So yeah, it's so cool, and it was something that, like, I guess, you know, had they seen it in the house, maybe they would have put it behind the case and stuff. But, you know, when you go to an estate sale and you get to look through things, sometimes you find stuff that the company didn't find, or maybe no one knew the value of. And I didn't even know the value of them, and I'm kind of speechless. And I think I'm going to keep them for a little bit, and then I will sell them to hopefully a collector who can really, really enjoy them.
As always, thanks for joining us, guys. That was such a fun estate sale, and it's November. It's November 2nd. So we are in the full Christmas swing here at Shiny Brite Doggo. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying our videos. Make sure to follow us on Shiny Brite Doggo so that you guys are up to date and know all the information about our live sale on November 13th. So until next time, guys, thanks for joining us.
See you next time.
Bye.